Hi guys, this is your weekly reading for the week of November 22nd. So this week, Venus entered Scorpio on the 21st, and this is a really good time for you to do any kind of like art therapy, creative art project. It's just a beautiful time to make art. I started an art challenge on the new moon in Scorpio, so that was on the 15th. It's a 44-day challenge. You can join at any time. All it's required is like 5 minutes of art making. Basically just trying to get people in that creative zone, just to help everyone kind of process all the crazy shit that's been going on in the world as of late. So I've been using these watercolor markers to make some paintings each night with my daughter for the art challenge. So it's been great. Been making these intuitive paintings. I call them spirit paintings. I've always done these types of paintings. And I just find them very therapeutic. I just kind of let my intuition take over. Grab whatever colors I'm drawn to, move my hand around the page or the canvas, and yeah, so it's just like a really nice way to kind of relax. It's kind of meditative. This one was a little bit more like I was trying to do the Scorpio constellation, so that was not a spirit painting, but still very therapeutic. Watercolors in general, super therapeutic, just very I don't know, just really like just watching the water move across the page. I just find it very relaxing. Anyways, the other astrological highlight this week is on the 28th. Neptune goes direct. So it has been in Pisces retrograde, I think for the last, I don't know, 4 months, something like that. It's been in retrograde for a while. So a lot of things have been uncovered during this time. Now we're heading back into that delusional state that Neptune and Pisces always brings. Keeping in mind the Neptune rules viruses, so with it in its home sign, it is stronger. So this has been going on as a synodic cycle since 2011, actually. Neptune's been in Pisces. And so things like addictions will be on the rise, and photography. Neptune rules photography as well. So since 2011, you've probably noticed a lot of selfies have become very popular in photography. Everybody's a photographer now, you know, with our phones. And also religious and spiritual kind of things can kind of become more prominent during this Neptune Pisces synodic cycle. So with it going direct, we can expect maybe more escapism, more addictions, perhaps more people in delusions, also more creative potential as well. That's what I'm going to tap into with this when Neptune goes direct, because Neptune is a very magical and whimsical planet, and it's about fantasy and imagination. So escapism in that regard, rather than just like addictions and whatnot. Just keep in mind, anybody, try to stay in integrity, not go into delusions if you possibly can. I did this video a couple times now. I got interrupted and whatnot, but one of the prominent cards that kept coming out was to get more rest and to meditate more. So if you can do those things during this period, it'll help keep your mind clear, and you'll be less inclined to get caught in confusion and delusion. So let's call in the guides in all directions of time and space, and we'll ask that they surround this reading with divine light and love, and hope that the messages, we bring messages of light and love to everyone that watches and helps them on their path. So we're going to be pulling cards for November 22nd, the week of November 22nd. Beginning of the week, end of, or middle of the week, and end of the week. And I'm going to use also the Herbal Tarot deck. I love this deck as well. It kind of pairs the tarot with herbs. So I've decided to take my herbal studies further in the new year. And I'm going to start a herbalist program. I think you have up to 5 years to complete it. So I'm just going to continue. Like, I've been studying herbs for the last three or 4 years, and I really just want to take it a little bit more seriously and get some kind of so that I can actually prescribe herbs to clients that come see me in clinic. So yeah, I'm going to start that in the new year. So this deck, I love it because it pairs two of my favorite things, tarot and herbs. So let's say beginning of the week, November 22nd, and middle of the week, and end of the week. Okay, guys, so what we have here for the beginning of the week, and just from the other cards I pulled from the other attempts I made at this video. So first is the Eight of Cups. This card is all about, knowing when to walk away. Specifically walking away from something that's not working for you. And so it's kind of like an ending card, but also a new beginning, okay? And it's paired here with the Page of Pentacles. So there's that new beginning I was talking about, starting something new. The guides are also talking about making a list and writing down all the things that you want to accomplish. We start this usually around the end of the year, and maybe it's just a good time to kind of be a little bit more proactive and really look at what you want to accomplish over the next year to 2 to 3 years even. And so middle of the week, I do see like a decision that's weighing on you that needs to be made. I see the Queen of Pentacles coming in as well. And Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing yourself and providing your self-care and self-love. And then also, nurturing others as well. So this card might, this decision that needs to be made with this Two of Pentacles might be related to someone like your mom or your grandmother, or somebody like maybe even a boss that's very nurturing, an earth sign, probably like a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So that decision that you have to make might involve that person. It might involve taking a leap of faith. It might mean that, you have to think about what's best for you long term rather than, short term. Like sometimes we kind of get caught in, the daily grind, and we get caught in, living paycheck to paycheck, but we don't make decisions based on long term. How is this going to work? Like, how am I going to continue this pace? How am I going to continue to do this? Do I even like what I'm doing? Why am I doing it? Is it just because it's making a lot of money right now, but it's not satisfying my spirit? So the decision really needs to be kind of made based on what's satisfying your spirit, not based on money. They just keep talking about money. Like, don't make decisions based on just money alone, because you will pay for it in the end. And that kind of leads into the last card of the week, which is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, you see this squirrel here. I really like this card. In traditional tarot, it's like a guy, he's sitting on a bench and he's like holding on to that pentacle. And it's reminding you not to be so miserly. So this might be a time where you are really calculating all your expenses and how you're going to make Christmas work and this and this and that. And just being really greedy with your spirit because you're worrying and, you're trying to gather everything and kind of like hoard everything for yourself, because it's essentially coming from a place of fear, fear that you're not going to have enough. And what's interesting is the polar opposite card in a way. The Nine of Cups is right above that, and that talks about, all your dreams and wishes coming true, and kind of like being a little bit gluttonous. So trying to find the middle ground. the middle ground between like extremes of worrying and hoarding and holding everything to yourself and not sharing, to just being a little bit overly what's the word I'm trying to use, like you're just being wasteful, almost like you're just kind of like indulging. That's the word. You're indulging a bit in fantasy, and you're not taking actions enough for the dreams that you want to have in your life. So this is why the guides are really specific at the beginning of this reading, where they're like, they need to make a list. You need to kind of, not just a list of day-to-day operations of what you have to do, but like long term, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? How are you going to get there? Like a strategic plan. Because many of you watching do have a lot of things you want to accomplish, but you're kind of like spinning your wheels and really, really stuck in fear, specifically about money. It's creating bad decisions. You're making decisions. You're making decisions based on money rather than happiness, you know. And I understand you need to make decisions based on money to pay bills and to feed yourself, feed your family, of course. But there needs to be a long-term sustainable plan for you to move forward that will help you not only have financial abundance, but also have mental and emotional happiness. I'm just going to check to see if there's anything else that the guides want to talk about. See if there's any other messages that can help during this week of November 22nd. November 22nd. Definitely they're saying get more rest if you can. Go to bed a little bit earlier. Some of you guys are just really struggling to get up. Get some more fresh air. Let's see if there's any other sign. The Star card. I love that card. This is an awesome card. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot. This card is really reminding you that you need to look to the future with hope and optimism. This card is aligned with Aquarius, and I just want to remind you that on, I think it's the 21st of December, 17th or the 21st of December, Jupiter and Saturn, they move into Aquarius. There's a great conjunction happening. And I believe that this is the last time that they were in Aquarius was 600 years ago. And I believe that they were in Libra in the 80s. 1980, May 1980. Anyways, this is a massive shift. We've basically been in Earth triplicities for the last 600 years. So every 200 years, we switch into a new sign, I believe it is. I might have that mixed up. I apologize if I do. But I know for a fact that we're moving into the air triplicity. So this is literally, some astrologers are calling entering into the age of Aquarius. So there are good things coming. I've been waiting for this great conjunction all year. We talk about this, Emma and I, in our monthly seminar, which you can join at any time. We have, I think it's like $13 a month. It's online. We meet the last Sunday of every month via Zoom. And we record the session. So some people have bought the whole year. So we started in April and we talked about all the synodic cycles. We talked about the nodal switch. We talk about a lot of things that are related to the future. So what people have been doing that's joining late is they just buy the whole year from April 2020 to April 2021. And you get all the videos so that you can kind of understand the astrological transits that are happening right now, how they relate to past transits that have occurred. Like, for example, many of the synodic cycles that have happened this year happened during the Spanish flu. So it's very, very interesting to kind of juxtapose history, the history of the transits then and now, and see the similarities, and also to note the differences, because there are some differences as well. So I love this card to end on, the Star card. You know, we've gone through a lot of stuff this year, but this Star card is a reminder that look to the future with hope and optimism. Like, you can't get out of a rut by looking at the rut. You got to think, how do I get out of here? Look above, how make a plan, a strategic plan. You know, just looking around you at where you're at and I'm stuck in a rut isn't going to get you anywhere. So look up. Remember to align with the guides. They're there to always to help you. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Tune in next week for the week of November 29th, which is a solar eclipse or lunar eclipse or something like that. And I apologize, my astrology is like out the window right now. I usually have my notes in front of me, but I left them at the office. Anyways, there is a eclipse happening on the 29th, so we'll talk about that next week. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.